And here in Hartlepool, for instance, you've got a fantastic community that voted for change in 2016, and we're delivering that change, and I hope that they will come forward and vote for change again.
No doubt, Prime Minister, but for those people that are interested, yes or no question, was a Tory donor ever asked to pay for the childcare?
I can tell you that all this kind of stuff is, in my view, exclusively for the interest of the Westminster bubble, and I find that what people want to talk about is the issues that matter to them in this election, and that is overwhelming. What are we doing to put more police out on the street to fight crime? And here in Teesside, we put another 185 police on the street. What are we doing to invest in our NHS? What are we doing to roll out the jabs, the vaccines that are making such a difference to people's lives? What are we doing to make sure that we can open up the economy in a safe way on May the 17th and then on June the 21st? What are we doing to take the country forward? I think those are the fundamental issues. I know other parties want to focus on all sorts of trivia, but those are the issues that I'm focused on.
Well, certainly, respectfully, there is interest from people outside in these issues as well. If I can put another yes or no question to you, Prime Minister, the £58,000 for the flat refurb, which you're paying back, is there another invoice that was settled by somebody else other than you? Again, yes or no?
I'm going to have to tell you, all this kind of stuff is absolutely not relevant to this campaign.
So can we just clear it up quickly then? Yes or no?
And what I think the people of this country want to know is who has the policies, who's actually talking about the issues that matter to the people of this country, and we're focused on improving our NHS, on making our streets safer, and above all in rolling out the vaccine campaign and going down the roadmap in a cautious but we hope irreversible way, and delivering the change.
We could put this to bed right now with a yes or a no.
Voted for. And I know that people want to focus on trivia, but I'm focusing on the issues that matter.
Douglas Ross says, if you are found guilty of any wrongdoing, you should resign. Would you?
I've just got to tell you, I think that the people of this country are entitled to have their politicians focus on the things that really matter to them. And that is, what are we doing to make sure we can open up our economy safely with the vaccine rollout? And as things stand, we've done, I think, 50 million jabs today. 1 in 4 adults in this country has now had a vaccine. And I can tell you, lots of people have mentioned the vaccine rollout to me just in this campaign that I've been doing now. Nobody's mentioned the issues that you're talking about. And it's absolutely vital that we continue with that programme, that we make sure we can go ahead on the 17th, as I hope that we can, I believe that we can, and that we are then able to go ahead on June the 21st. And on the 21st, I can tell you that...
if I could pick you up on that issue, Prime Minister.
At the moment, it feels as though we'll be able to make that step forward as well.
Part of this, if I can keep with this, is holidays.
Yes.
When will the travel list be published? And is the government advising people to be booking and planning for holidays abroad this year?
We'll be saying as much as we can a bit later on. The Joint Security Committee is having a look at exactly which countries they think are going to be safe. But I do think that it's important to be cautious in this. We do want to do some opening up on May the 17th, but I don't think that the people of this country want to see an influx of disease from anywhere else. I certainly don't, and we've got to be very, very tough, and we've got to be as cautious as we can whilst we continue to open up.
Should people be planning for the holidays yet?
We'll be saying more as soon as we can. I think that there will be some openings up on the 17th, but we've got to be cautious and we've got to be sensible. We've got to make sure that we don't see the virus coming back in.
What was your view on the actions of the fans at the Man United game yesterday?
I don't think it's a good idea to have disruptive behaviour or demonstrations of that kind. But on the other hand, I do understand people's strength of feeling. And I think that it's a good thing that we've been able to do things that make it pretty clear that the European Super League is not going to be, appreciated by the people of this country or by this government. And actually, thanks to the powers we've been able to secure with Brexit, which people voted for in Hartlepool, we can do things to make sure you don't get a European Super League. And I don't think that's been widely enough understood. If you look at what's happening across the country, but in the northeast in particular, think of some of the things we've been able to do. The Freeport, right? Fantastic opportunity to create high-skilled, high-wage jobs. That's only possible because of leaving the EU. We're able to support our steel industry in a particular way now, thanks to leaving the EU. And the vaccine rollout, let it not be forgotten. The vaccine rollout, we've been able to do the fastest vaccine rollout in Europe, and that's been possible.
I'm conscious of your time, Prime.
I know, I was just going to finish this point. I know you may not want to hear it, but it's true. The vaccine rollout has been made possible because we didn't stay in the European Medicines Agency, which Labour voted for, and we were able to do things in double quick time. So, the people of this constituency voted overwhelmingly to leave the EU and to get Brexit done, and I think they were right. And what I'm saying to them today is I hope that they will continue to vote for a Conservative Party, a Conservative candidate who's going to make change and take this area forward.
And I will touch on that in the regional questions in just a second.
I'm sorry, yes, of course, yes.
In terms of is the UK government considering repaying 400 million to Iran, and would Nazanin Zaghari-Ratcliffe being released be a part of that negotiation?
There are two entirely separate issues, and we of course make sure that we do everything we can to look after the interests of Nazanin and all the very difficult dual national cases that we have in Tehran.
And final one, in terms of that social distancing and opening up, the 1 metre plus rule going in June, is that set in stone, and how long can people expect to be wearing masks for?
I think that as things stand and the way things are going, with the vaccine rollout going in the way that it is, we've done 50 million jabs as I speak to you today. A quarter of the adult population, 1 in 4, have had two jabs now. 1 in 4 adults have 2 jabs. And you're seeing the results of that really starting to show up in the epidemiology. I think that we'll be able to go ahead on it feels like May the 17th is going to be good. But it also looks to me as though June the 21st we'll be able to say, social distancing as we currently have to do it, the 1 metre plus. I think we've got a good chance of being able to dispense with the 1 metre plus from the 21st June. Now, that is still dependent on the data. We can't say it categorically yet. We've got to look at the epidemiology as we progress. We've got to look at where we get to with the disease. But that's what it feels like to me right now.
And finally, you're not going to take the opportunity to right now put the questions and concerns around childcare.
I'm going to take the opportunity.
The refurbishment, to put those to bed for the people that are interested.
I think that I'm going to take the opportunity to tell our friends in the opposition who are obsessed with these issues. I think they'd be better off focusing on the things that matter to the people of this country.
And outside of the opposition, the people that are interested, the public who are interested,
such as the NHS, in which we're investing massively, putting more police out on our streets to make our streets safer, our communities safer, but also in the huge project that we're all collectively engaged on of beating the pandemic, rolling out the vaccines and taking the country forward. That is what I am focused on, and I think that is what the people of this country would expect me to be focused on.